shaerussell4mining.com.au, and joining me today is Grant Haywood, the Managing Director for Horizon Minerals. Grant, it's fabulous to see you again. How are you?
Oh, I'm well, thanks, Shae. Great to be here.
It certainly is, and what a great time it is to be in gold with that Aussie dollar price per ounce kicking over $5,000 per troy ounce on the 31st of March. So that's the good news, the tailwind in your sales, I should add. But let's talk about your update that came out just yesterday. Now, you've got a new toll agreement, which we will get into at the moment. But first of all, could you please elaborate on what's happening with Phillips Find?
Yeah, we've been mining our Phillips Find project since October last year, and since that time we've undertaken a number of grade control programs and also some diamond programs. So we've updated the internal resource there, and what it's shown is there's two pits we're mining there at the moment. So the New Haven pit has had a little bit of depletion and a little bit less ore than we initially thought going into the project. However, our New Minster project has actually brought in more ore than what we expected, and a lot of that ore is deeper than we planned. So the overall good news is that the project is still robust, and we're still going to mine approximately the same amount of gold out of the project. But what it does mean is that deeper ore in New Minster will take us a little bit longer to mine. So instead of finishing the project around June, it's actually going to push out to September, October. But the economics still look reasonably robust, even though there's some additional mining costs to get to that ore at the bottom. With the current gold price, the economics are very, very strong.
And speaking of the current gold price, you announced a new toll agreement. Listen, mate, for the average investor, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's as our mining has been pushed out into September, October at Phillips Find, we needed to negotiate a new agreement to treat that ore. Our current agreement with FMR Investments, where we've been treating our Phillips Find ore, is completes in June. So what it means is we can still treat our Phillips Find project to completion in September, October, but for investors out there, what it means is we're now got another 80,000 tonnes of capacity at the FMR mill near Coolgardie. So we've got 80,000 tonnes of ore that we can process this current financial year that we hadn't planned for. So we can actually bring more revenue in to the business this financial year.
So that's essentially a surprise revenue increase before the end of the financial year, which is a fantastic point for Horizon to be in. And I guess what that takes me to is, with all of this activity happening in the background, what possible news could investors look for next?
Yeah, well, we haven't talked much about our Barara project. So we've got over 100,000 tonnes of ore stockpiles built up at site at Barara, and another 30,000 tonnes at Paddington. So we're treating all through another project as well. We've poured our first gold bars there in January, processing the second stockpile now. We're hauling the third, and the next ones are ready to go. So from a production point of view, there's plenty coming from Barara and Phillips Find. And we're also working through announcing our studies as well. So we're working through quotes from engineering groups at the moment. So we want to get our Black Swan plant, which is currently set up as a nickel plant. We want to convert that to a gold plant. So we're at the pointy end of announcing our engineering contractor that will go and do that work for us. So looking forward to announcing that shortly, as well as kicking off the mining studies.
Grant, did I hear correctly that you are going to be called what will soon be a gold processing plant? It's called Black Swan?
Yeah, that's correct. So we completed a merger with Poseidon Nickel in February, so very recently. And the jewel in the crown is a 2.2 million tonne processing plant. So it's a concentrator set up for nickel. But the good news about processing ore is the front end, the crushers and the grinding circuits are exactly the same, whether it's a nickel plant or a gold plant. So we've picked up this asset rather cheaply, and we can add the gold circuit on the back of that crushing and grinding circuit and convert it to a gold plant. So we're looking forward to getting into the studies to convert that plant.
Listen, Grant, this is a fantastic position of strength that Horizon Minerals finds itself in. Thank you so much for today's update, and I look forward to more gold news coming out of you.
Thanks, Shae. It's been a pleasure.